You know, it's been a little bit since I've checked on the one who watches. So I wonder if anybody's still like downloading it. 3 million! The One Who Watches is officially 2 years old. And now it is at 3 million downloads, which is just absolutely crazy. So thank you guys so much for that. I truly mean it. And I'm so glad that you guys have been enjoying the very frequent updates. Wait, what's that? It hasn't been updated for 11 months? Hang on just a second. Alright guys, I've got a brand new update for you. But before we get into it, I just want to say that I have another new mod that I'm working on, which you guys should be able to see here in about 1 to 2 weeks. So I think you guys are going to really like it. And if you don't want to miss out for when I start posting videos on it, make sure to subscribe. And yeah, let's get back to the video. Now, first off, I'm going to be addressing something that has been a long time coming. And let's just take a look at some of the comments that the mod has gotten on CurseForge. 1.20.1? I want to play this on mod on 1.20.1 so badly. Please update on 1.20.1. 1.20.1, please. 1.20.1? Question mark, smiley face? Update 1.20.1 now! 1.20.1 please. Sad face. Can you port it to 1.16.5? Question mark. 1.20.1! Exclamation point, exclamation point, exclamation point, exclamation. Yo, I know everyone and their grandma is asking, but please do 1.20.1. Yeah! Please, Babric 1.20.1. Please make it 1.201. Pixel, make 1.20.1 version and my life is yours. If you make if I did not I just saw this comment now. If you make it for 1.20.1 you'll get hot anime waifu girlfriend. So it seems like you guys want me to port the mod over to 1.20.1. Maybe. Now, the reason why I hadn't done this yet was because there's a chance that when you port the mod over that everything breaks. And I didn't want to lose the mod project, and so I just left it at that. But I actually figured out a way to keep the mod project safe and also try to port the mod over. So that's exactly what I did, and I ported it, and guess what? Only one thing broke, but not the whole mod. And so The One Who Watches is officially on 1.20.1. I know, thank you. And the only thing that broke was, for some reason, the bone cracking noise that The One Who Watches makes just was playing constantly. And I have no idea why. The code is all the same. So I just removed that part. Hopefully you guys are fine living without it. But The One Who Watches is officially on 1.20.1. But there will be continued support for 1.19.2 as well. So there will be continued support for every update from now on for both versions of Minecraft. So now all of you guys should be happy. Well, except the guy asking for 1.16.5, but that's not happening. So, now that the mod is on both versions, what are the actual changes to the mod that I have done? Well, to start, I have completely remade the way hallucinations work. So previously, during your playthrough, suddenly it would switch to night, and you would get a bunch of hallucinations, about 30 actually, would spawn around you. And the problem with that is that on lower end devices, or Minecraft servers or whatnot, turns out that really lags somebody's computer. So I decided to completely fix it and just change how they work entirely. So now hallucinations will spawn in naturally, just like the one who watches. And what they'll do is they will get to a certain distance from you, and then they will just stop and watch you basically. And then when you look at them, they will despawn. Because they despawn when you look at them, you don't get to see them that clearly. So you end up thinking it's the actual one who watches, which is kind of the whole point of a hallucination. So it really cranks up the paranoia, and I think you guys will like it quite a bit. And it will run way better on lower NPCs and on servers. And speaking of servers, if you are wanting a Minecraft server to play with your friends, either modded or vanilla, maybe even playing with the one who watches, I don't know, you can do whatever you want. But consider checking out ThounderNode using my link below. They have great customer support if you need any help setting up your server. But anyways, back to the topic at hand. Next up on the list is the fact that the one who watches has blood on his hands and blood on his feet. And so I figured it was only natural that as he's standing there, blood would drip off of his fingers. But if we look at the texture, it's clear to see that that is a horrendously large amount of blood. So I retextured it, and now it actually looks like little drops of blood on the ground. So it'll be a little bit harder to spot, but looks way better. And I also made it so that he drops blood less often. So when you do see it, it'll be a little bit more of a special thing. Next up is the strip mining version. Now, when I made that version, I was like, people are gonna get really scared of this. And they did. It worked out perfectly. But I made it a little bit too common, where it didn't quite have the same effect every single time. So I now made it way more rare. It's still possible for it to happen, but it is so rare now that every time it does happen, it should throw you off guard. So the next thing I fixed is the chase mechanic. Before, when you would walk right up to him, it was kind of inconsistent whether or not he would actually chase you or not. And sometimes it just wouldn't work right and he'd just be tweaking or something. And so I tried removing some things and fixing it. And I think it works a little bit better now. So it should be a bit more consistent whether he wants to chase you or not. And then for the chasing itself, I've made him a little bit faster, so it's just that much harder to escape him. And then I've also improved the block breaking. So he'll be able to break leaves a lot better now. But with this block breaking, that also means that your door is now more susceptible to him breaking it during a chase. And that means you may or may not get an uninvited guest into your living room. So don't blame me. Maybe just offer him a cup of coffee or something. I don't know. So then I fixed the spawning a little bit. He should despawn a little bit sooner, and he shouldn't just hang around quite as much when he's just like watching you. So because he's despawning more, he'll also spawn in more. So instead of these like really long drawn out encounters, the encounters should be shorter, but there should be more. Now I didn't change it very much, so it's only going to be like a little bit of a difference, and I think that'll work a lot better. Now, there's a lot of other things that I changed just here and there, little things I tweaked just to make the mod run a lot better and just function better overall. But the last major thing is that there is still no config. I know, I'm very sorry. I can't quite figure it out yet, but maybe we'll do it someday. But I added in 2 commands that you can use. One, in case you would like to get rid of the one who watches from scratching all of your precious logs. And then the only other one is you can now disable blood from appearing in case you don't want blood to appear. But yeah, sorry for no config yet. Maybe we'll get there at some point. So yeah, that is pretty much all of the changes that I've made to the one who watches. And you might be asking, what? No new features? No big... Yeah, sorry, no. This is version 1.4.4. This is the final update to version 1.4. I wanted to polish everything up and get everything nice and perfect before moving on to version 1.5, which will be happening at some point. The mod is not abandoned, and I have a lot of ideas for future updates. There will probably be a 1.5 and a 1.6 eventually. I don't know where we'll go from there. So I hope you guys can understand that. So yeah, that's everything. And if you want to support the channel in any extra special kind of way, I've got a Patreon where I sometimes post sneak peeks of upcoming mods I'm making. And also, if you especially like The One Who Watches, I do have a merch store with t-shirts and hoodies with pretty cool printed designs on them. So I'll have a link below if you're curious or not. But anyways, guys, thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one. Peace.